Sao Paulo making their first change very early on.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, that's John Surely! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Sao Paulo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He has a look up. Greenwood. And this is Morata. And it's been played through. Chance! Oh, crossbar! Decent enough try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Sao Paulo looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He has found the way through. On the finish! He's got away with one there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Looking to play him in. He's in space and looking for options. Morata. Now it's Kudus. Now that's well seen too. Wahi. And it's Amadou Onana. And here's Retegui. Knocks it into space. Well, there's the clearance. Ibanez.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Under an awful lot of pressure.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Morata. That's good play. He's on it. Can he get away? And that's played in low. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Milan with the corner. They're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Alderete. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Quinton Timber. Greenwood. Kudus. Now, can they get him away? And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Onana. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That was lovely, that.
He is through here! And he shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Eder Militao. And that's really well manoeuvred. To Greenwood. Milan looking to pass their way through. Chance for a shot! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Kudus! It's a loose ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's McKennie. Now it's Wood. Wahi is onto this. Wahi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Almost an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Morata. Nicely weighted ball. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Morata has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Now it's Kudus. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tonali. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kudus.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Kudus. Kudus. Morata. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tonali. Good ball, good take. Greenwood. And here's Morata. Cherki. And he's in on goal. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Played in deep. And he's gone backward here. McKennie. That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now that looks a decent ball. Oosterwolde makes the interception. Onana to Wood.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well timed, excellent interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, what a mistake! He's having a go! Tries to play it through.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Sao Paulo can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's gone loose. Tries to pass it through, and the flag has stayed down. Sao Paulo have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. In once more. And that should get the job done. And a shot! And he's heaved it away. And that will be the final act. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already on the... He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. Danso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in plenty of space here. He can get that clear. And that is out of play. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking for a runner. Chips it through. Lovely ball and a real chance, surely! Goal! Sao Paulo! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Sao Paulo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Quinton Timber. Distributed tidily. Knocks it into space. Kudus in acres of space. And he's had a hit! And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! It's anyone's ball now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Iñaki Williams, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he cuts out the supply. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Nico Williams. Big chance! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Ampadu. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Cherki. Marmouche. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking for options for movement. And it's Oosterwolde.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ricci gets flagged offside. Sao Paulo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Sao Paulo applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand...
Williams! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's the keeper's ball. Cherki.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's a decent clearance. And he's decided to go for it. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Marmoush. He's got away. And a chance! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharp... And he shoots! Goal! Sao Paulo! And again they hit the front.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Chance! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Onana. Wahi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Kudus with a real chance here. So the perfect chance to get one back. There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's clever. Rudiger proves too strong. Now it's Kudus. Now it's Greenwood. Kudus looking to get on the end of this. Oh, important interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw. Marmoush being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline. Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Danger averted for now. Ampadu. Now it's Kudus. And that is expertly dealt with. Almost an hour gone. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Picked out brilliant. Real chance! Onana plays a sharp little ball here. And the through ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Played into space. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Quinton Timber. And it's Timber. McKennie, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Wahi. Wahi stood his ground strongly. Now there's a... And a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Chance for a shot! It's there! And they are right back within touch! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Sao Paulo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cherki. Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Danso spots it and intercepts. Oh no, he's got that wrong.